so the glue adheres better to the hide. Okay, got a small amount of clay in there just to hold it in place. With the I take a 1/4 inch of clay for the bottom. The eye skin will be tucked in underneath this clay.
I shot him with a 30-aught six. It's a male, but I thank God many times I'm very lucky.
Or putting glue on down to the base of the shoulders.
And I saw this 3 doe out there running around, so I thought there might be a buck chasing them, so I used the grunt call and the can call. Rattled at 8:12, and he came at 8:23.
You put clay where all the muscle tissue was that you removed to take the place of it. So this whole skull plate will be covered.
I was going to take the shot at about 20 yards, and he ducked under the fence and gave me an 8-yard broadside shot.
Okay, I sewed both of the bases of the antlers around the pedicle, and now I got to start going from my top of my Y incision, and I got to sew it down to the bottom a 1/2 inch apart.
Went about what, 125 yards, we figure, something like that.
So I'll start here and tuck it right into the slot.
A little bit behind some brush, but he looked up at me, and
now it's a matter of turning his nostril back inside out and putting him in where I dremeled out for the nostril.
Well, I shot this buck at 9:15 this morning. I waited a little while to track him. He only went 100 yards. He has 4 points on this side. Messed up pedicle on this side. He has 4 actually on that side.
And this skin here will get tucked under the clay that I put in earlier. the whole way around. Right. Nice 6 point. About a 15, 16. Now I just have to flip up the shoulders and around the top and put glue there and staple it up. When you staple it, put it about 3/4 inch from the edge of the board, separate the hair, and these are 3/8 staples. Right. I waited till it was good and light to film. I used a can call and grunt call, and within minutes he came. I heard him about 60, 70 yards away. Well, here it is. It took 6 hours. That's what usually takes in water. So he's really soaked. He'll look better after he dries. Take about 2 weeks, and then I'll paint it and. I know, smaller buck, but I'm happy. Suits me. Right there's my tree stand. I'm up 18 feet. And then he was standing right here, and he was doing this rub here because I rattled him and then I can call him the rest of the way, and he was waiting for a fight, I believe, thinking there may be. And then he came down to here. Unfortunately, I had to record. I hit the record, but it didn't record. I didn't hit it good enough. He was just too close, and I didn't want to get busted. He was standing right here, and it was a pass-through shot. There's the arrow. Well, at 8:20 or 8:30, I'm sorry, 8:30, I hadn't seen a deer yet, so I used my rattling bag for about 1 minute, pretty semi-aggressive. And 8 minutes later, this buck and the smaller one came in above me about 40 yards, and they just looked around and just kept going, walking pretty fast. And so I got my can call out. They were another 50 yards up the woods further, and I used the can call twice, and I'm sure they stopped. It's so thick up there. My woods are really thick where I'm hunting. And he snuck back down. I didn't see him until he was 35 yards away from me. Turned the camera on. I hit record quick. It didn't take. I actually seen that it didn't take, but he was too close then. He was like 14 yards away, and I didn't want to get busted. And so he put on a show. He rubbed his antlers on a bush real vigorously, and there was a tree in the way, a maple blocking his shoulder. So after he was done that, he took a couple more steps, and it was about 11 or 12 yard shot and made a nice hit. But he ran about 50, 60 yards. That's when I turned the camera on. He stopped and walked over and laid down and then expired. So 9 point, about 16-inch spread. So I'm tickled. This is my 30th buck in 30 straight years in Pennsylvania, so God sure has blessed me.